the 4th of May. And the teams are just out there doing the coin toss. So you can see the captains out there. Ollie Maskell is the white cap today. It looks like the Knights won and have deferred. Yep. It's very likely that the Cheetahs will receive. So there is a very strong wind, almost blown towards the camera lens as you look at it now. So sort of like left to right, diagonally across the field. So it'll be quite interesting today to see how that impacts gameplay, passes and runs, but also, you know, kick attempts as well. This is a 100-yard field, one of the few. It's a grass field. It's fairly flat. It is quite bumpy though, but nice firm ground today. The weather's been dry, so the only factor impacting gameplay today would be that wind. I was watching both kickers warm up, and they were regularly, but from both sides, nailing them from 30 yards plus. So, you know, if we get into some field goal situations here today, I expect them to be able to take a shot, either team. I'll just show you. The uprights are extremely wide. They're as wide as a football goal or a soccer goal. So, yeah, you can't be missing from there. Anyway, so both teams taking the field. I don't have rosters today. I do know some players, so I can call them out. But I'll be mostly just working off of numbers today, just to let you guys know. So this is well, I suppose what you'd call the bottom half of the Premiership battle, where they're sort of the top half of the Premiership 3 teams, and then the bottom 3 teams. And the Knights and Cheetahs fairly evenly matched. We hope to see today. Anyway, so the ball's kicked off right again, as you'd sort of expect. There, the whistle's gone. They're still going for it, but yeah, as you'd expect there, with the ball being kicked from left to right. Carried really nicely, goes for a touchback. That will start at the 25-yard line. So I'm situated here at the 20, just for those of you interested. So Vitry, I think, is the quarterback here for the Cheetahs. He's in the shotgun there with the bright yellow boots on. Single running back with him. 9 going in motion there across the formation. Ball snapped, handed off to the running back. Oh no, it caught me out. It was actually an end around. And good for about 3 yards, I would say. So it brings up, yeah, second and 8, so 2 yards. The ball snapped. QB does hand off this time. Run right up the middle, and again, good for a few yards. Like probably as that play was intended, 3-4 yard play. Not enough for a first down, but a 3rd and 3. It's the same formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball snap, QB looks to his right, fires it up, and it looked like it was tipped there by a DB. And that's a 3 and out there. I can hear the punt calls for punt team coming on. You never know, they could fake it, but I doubt it on a first drive. So we can see the number 47 punting for the Cheetahs, and back to receivers number 86 for the Knights. It's a nice snap. Really nicely fielded there by 85. Was it 85 or 86? I'm not sure. I'll have to check now. It looks like it's a 5, doesn't it? Yeah, 85 for the Knights. There is a flag, a late flag here, thrown by Whitecap Ollie Maskell. There's more going on here. It looks like the Knights player here was culpable, but the Cheetahs players are running in. 3-4 flags on field, so we'll have to just wait and see how this one turns out. I think it's going to be a 15-yarder. I doubt an ejection, but we'll see. If there was a punch thrown, it's an ejection, of course, but I don't think it was that serious. I mean, the ball got back to around the 45-yard line, so around midfield. So, you know, if it is against the Knights, it's not devastating, and if it's against the Cheetahs, then it's, you know, goes into their half. Still conferring. These are dead ball fouls. It looks, well, actually, I don't think one was a dead ball foul. There's actually 5 flags. I've seen one on the other far side. So let's just see what the outcome is. Well, I think we got a decision here. So this is head coach Benny Wakefield for the Knights in the red cap there. So it looks like they're the ones making the decision, which maybe points to a Cheetahs penalty. So yeah, giving the Knights the options there. So let's see what's being said. Multiple fouls, both teams. Illegal procedure on the Cheetahs. So 55 is from the Knights is disqualified. Number 10, and I think he said number 9, so 1 from each side, got unsportsmanlike, so they've got yellow cards, as it were. So the Knights actually have had player ejected. The other penalty, formation penalty, was a 5-yarder. I don't know, did two of those unsportsmanlike cancel each other out, or do they all cancel each other out? I mean, if they don't, then it would be another 15 yards. It would be 10 yards, because there would be 5 yards for the first penalty and 15 for the second. Let's just see. It looks like they are going to start marching the ball forwards, which is 5 yards. Okay, so they gave them the 5-yard penalty, but the dead ball penalties look like they've offset each other. Okay. Right, let's get this game underway. So it's first and 10. Ball looks like it's around the 50-yard line. Yeah, it's pretty much on the 50. So Knights QB, new QB in here for them. Hand off to Harvey Macy, the running back. And really good stop there, probably 0-yard gain on that play. So second and 10, yeah, ball must have just got it back to line of scrimmage there. So the Knights formation, they've got double twins with a single running back. Ball snap, QB looks to his right, fires the ball out to the flat to his slot receiver. And there is a penalty come from this side. But a good play there for the Knights, but maybe penalised. Hands on hips, that's on the defence. So that's an offside penalty, hands on hips. So that means they'll... Oh, it looks like they've accepted it, so it will be 2nd and 5. So that previous play is struck from the record books. Okay, 2nd and 5 for the Knights. Ball's around the 51, 52-yard line. Man in motion coming in. Handed off to Harvey Macy, beats one man, tries to juke another, he does manage to, but does get pressure coming from, I think it's the linebacker core, number 31 for the Cheetahs, making the tackle, but Harvey does pick up, and it looks like he picks up bang on 5 yards, or just over, to pick up the first down. So first down for the Knights here. So they're now into Cheetahs territory, around the 42-yard line. Ball snap, handed off to Harvey Macy again. Runs to the left this time and is met by a number of Cheetahs. Good for about 2 yards, so 2nd and 8. Lots of multicoloured lids on both sides, but the Knights definitely win that. They're supposed to be red helmets, but they've got a lot of white, a lot of black from different university teams. Anyway, ball snapped, QB hands off. I think again it must be Harvey Macy, and is tackled in the backfield. And about a 3-yard loss, so that will bring up 3rd and 11. So 3rd and 11. Looks like it's going to be a run to this right side, but it's not. They actually throw it to the left flat, and it was beautifully read by the DBs there. I think it's number 4 for the Cheetahs. Yeah, there he is there, just celebrating with his teammates. Fantastic play there to not bite on the what was, looked like a run left from their perspective. It was actually a throw to the flat on the right. Good play call, but only got about a yard, and it's 4th and 10. And the Knights are going for it, which makes sense. Balls at the ball's at around the 43-yard line, 42, 43-yard line of the Cheetahs. Ball snap front out to the oh! Out to the hook curl zone here, number 17. DB there flies in and breaks that up beautifully. Gets the cheer from his sideline and we turn over. So 1st and 10 for the Cheetahs offense. This is their 2nd series. Knights put together a slightly better 1st series, but it's still 0-0. No one's managed to score yet. And this is a better starting field position for the Cheetahs. So again, starting on around the 42. It is the 42-yard line. I can see it from here. And QB Victory back in for the Cheetahs. Single back, trips to his left again. Single receiver to his right. Ball snapped, handed off number 26. Immediately under pressure. I think there it looked like his offensive lineman was pushed back into the backfield, and he had to then maneuver around him, and it just chewed up a bit too much time. So wasn't able to break the line as quickly as he wanted to, but managed to pick up a couple of yards, and it's now 2nd and 8. Oh, someone's just said 17's Joe Parton. Thanks for letting me know. I will forget that. I'll call him 17 again, but Joe made a great play there to break up that 4th down. Pass out to the flat. Really nice take there from the receiver, number 9. And really good yards after catch. I don't think it looks like he's got 1st down yardage. Yep, they're signalling it. So great play there from the Cheetahs. Picking up their 1st down. Their first down, should I say. So they are just in Knights territory. Ball's around the 45-yard line. Man comes in motion. Ball snapped, handed. Oh, really nicely handed off there, because the QB was taken down in the backfield when he didn't even have the ball. So did a great job of disguising that ball and managing to pick up about 3 yards. So 2nd and 7. So their formation is 3 receivers to the quarterback's right and 1 to his left, with a running back on his left. Ball snap. QB looks to his right, fires over. There's a big cheer there for that catch. It was a very good catch above his head. I think he caught it behind him when he jumped to get it. But yeah. Ball moves. They get a 1st down. They're putting together a nice little drive here. Ball looks like it's on around the 32, 33-yard line. Nine is Jaden Abraham. Yeah, that's correct. Thanks for letting me know, Phil. I did see Abraham on his jersey. Good player. Handed off again to number 26, and he takes on that first contact beautifully. The ball looks like it's turned over. It looks like he's lost it. We don't know. I think the refs are signalling it down. Yeah, it looks like the ref from the sideline there is signalling it down. So Knights are getting a bit excited, but the player was down. And just waiting to see how many yards he picked up. Looked like a really good play there. So about 5 yards he's picked up there. So 2nd and 5. Victory again, handing off to that number 26. They're running back, and he doesn't quite get to break that. Oh, sorry, I think I might have veered off of the camera. I was looking over it. I'll make sure I look at the screen now. But yeah, the running back was sort of caught just shy of the line of scrimmage. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage just about 3rd and 5, maybe 6. So they've changed the formation. They've actually got 2 receivers either side of the quarterback now. QB's just reshaping and moving around a little bit, but one goes in motion to put 3 onto the left. QB looks to his left immediately, fires the ball. And it was a little downfield, but I would say sort of uncatchable. It was at the feet of the receiver. There wasn't even an attempt for him to reach out for it. This is 4th down, 4th and 5. Again, they're kicking, if they were to kick here, they would be kicking against the wind. So you'd expect them to just go for it and take the risk of the turnover where the ball is now. So 3 receivers to the QB's left again, 1 to the right. QB takes the ball, looks to his left, stares down his left, gets the ball into the hands of Abrahams, and it looks good for a first down. That ball looked like it was designed to be caught at the down marker, and yeah, it is good for a first down. So great 4th down conversion there from the Cheetahs to keep this drive alive. And it's 1st and 10. Ball looks like it's around the 22-yard line. It's just shy of the red zone. So they've got a big... Oh, no, he's not in the backfield. So I thought their tackle was in the backfield. But they do have a larger running back in, and takes out the middle, but he's stuffed, number 20 there. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So they've got number 23 back in at running back. And they've got 2 receivers either side, so twins. I imagine one will go in motion. They seem to like this trips formation. No, they keep it. Snap the ball, QB looks to his right, fires it deep, right. And it was just a little bit overthrown there. I think the defensive back had a better play to make than the receiver could. So 3rd and 10. Same formation. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. QB makes a little bit of adjustments, calls his guys in. They may speak to a screen with a block, but we'll see. QB rolls to his right, fires the ball. And it looks like a defensive pass interference here. There's a little bit of afters again. I think people don't like the hit that was made. I think number 56 is going to get ejected there. He ran into the trouble and pushed someone, so we'll see. So a little bit more ill discipline here in this game. Again, we'll have to it'll be a little bit of a pause, I think, while the refs figure out what to do. Looks like there's 3-4 flags on the field. So we'll get all the refs' perspectives. I think what you've got is, in the play it was defensive pass interference, and then after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll just wait for Whitecap Ollie Maskell to make his announcement. Yeah. So spot of the foul, penalty after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Knights. So no penalties on the Cheetahs on that. So the Knights are going to be pinned right back. I think that you can see there the down marker is probably around the 10-yard line. Yeah, Knights going back even further. So first down and goal. And I think it's around, well, it can't be the 11-yard line because it's in. Oh, so it must be on like the 1 or 2. So QB hands off, number 23. There's a lot of complaining from the sideline now. I think there's a cause of a face cage as the player was tackled. Knights managed to keep the running back out. So if I had a guess, I'd say the ball's around the 4-yard line. Just looking at the ref there. And it looks like it's still first down. Maybe there was a penalty. I didn't see a flag thrown. QB looks to his left, throws the ball up. Nicely defended by, I think it was number 11 for the Knights. Yeah. Ball snap, hand off big number 20, the running back, and he's pulled from behind by number 54 for the Knights, who I think it was a blitzing backer. So that was second down. Brings up third and, let's say 5. Third and goal from the 5. So Vitry gets a man in motion. Looks to his left, fires to his left. Ball is caught and tackled by the defensive back there, number 10 for the Knights. Abraham, I think it's Abrahams. Yeah, is the receiver. But that's fourth down, so this is the Cheetahs' last chance on this drive to, well, unless there's a penalty again, but should be their last chance on this drive to score some points. So they've stuck with their single back. They've got 3 receivers to the right. QB's calling them in. Ball snap. QB looks to his right, fires the ball up, and it's just incomplete, doesn't go anywhere. Just a little bit of like afters between some of these DBs and receivers, but Knights do well there to keep points off the board. Hell of a drive from the Cheetahs. You know, the Knights didn't help themselves with the number of penalties they had that kept the drive alive, but they've now got, what, 90 plus yards, 95 yards to drive and score a touchdown the other end. See where the ref stood there? That's where the ball is. And the pylon is the goal line. So it's around the 4 or 5 yard line. This is a different QB in for the Knights, number 12. Takes the ball, hands it off. Macy. So he's got great speed getting to the outside, cuts around. Number 17. And he goes out of bounds, pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line. Great first down run, great first play of the drive to give the Knights a bit of breathing space. Okay, so 3 receivers to the QB's right, 1 to his left, and one running back with him. Motion to the left. And another handoff to Macy. Beats 2 would-be tacklers before being tackled by eventually number 59. Just wait and see where that spot is. Looks like there's a timeout. Oh no, it's a quarter. Looks like that's quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is 0-0. The teams will change ends, so we'll get a nice closer view. I'm just going to change to the other camera and switch my tripod over because the one I'm using is extremely loose. Not that you guys can tell, but it's frustrating me. This buys me a little bit of time to do that. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this other camera up. I might miss the start of this play, we'll see. Nah, nailed it. It's a bit low, I'll sort the camera out in a second, but here we go. 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 30-yard line. Ball snap, handed off to on the end around, or the jet sweep. And good pick up of yardage there. Here we go. Should hopefully have some nice, smooth camera movement now. Not that you guys maybe will have noticed, but means a lot to me. Anyway, 3rd and they don't quite get the first down, but 3rd and 2. Man in motion again. Ball handed off to Macy, and 31 was the guy that initiated contact. I don't think. Yeah, they didn't get enough yet. They didn't manage to stop him soon enough. He got the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Knights at the 40-yard line. Ball snapped, passed out to the flat here, number 85, the receiver. A little bit of contact out of bounds, and there's a penalty there. It's a flag there. I think it's on 38. I know it was 38. He was quite animated in the pre-game and was like calling out to the Knights sideline. So I think he's quite hyped up. Yeah. Yeah, so exactly as I thought. So 38 with the late hit, out of bounds, 15-yard penalty. Now it's a first down. Just really bad discipline in this game so far, both sides of the ball. Or should I say from both sidelines rather than both sides of the ball. So the Knights are now in Cheetahs territory. Ball is on the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Good hard count there. Hands it off to Macy. Cuts around the air, outside. There is a flag. I believe the flag's on. It'll be the old hands on hips. Offside. There's two flags. I think they're both for the same penalty. There we go. Hands on hips. So it's now going to be 1st and 5 because you replay the first down after the penalty. Seems to be both defences that are loading up on the penalties so far. Ball high snap, but QB handles it well. And it was essentially batted down by 85, the intended receiver, just to avoid it getting intercepted. But that'll bring up 2nd and 5. QB fires out to his left, caught and really nicely defended there. I think number 5, the defensive back for the Cheetahs, making the play there. I don't know that there's any yards gained or lost. Let's just wait and see what down marker hasn't moved. So 3rd and 5. QB takes the ball, handed it off to Macy. And that'll bring up 4th down. So it doesn't get first down yardage. Picks up maybe about 2 or 3. Yeah, it's 4th and 3, 4th and 2. Can't really tell from this angle. But the Knights will go for it. Ball is snapped, handed off to Macy, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got those yards needed. Oh, maybe he did. Are they going to measure? Looks like they're going to do a measurement. So for those unfamiliar with that, what they do is they bring the markers from the sideline out to the field, or the chains, should we say, out to the field. The referee there in the middle carrying the marker that sits on one of the white lines. And then the other end will be pulled tight. And you'll hear one of the sidelines cheer, and it was the Cheetahs, meaning that there wasn't enough yards picked up. And it's a turnover on downs, and the Cheetahs are now 1st and 10, and their offense will come on. So Cheetahs 1st and 10. Ball is around their own 27-yard line. And handed off, and immediate pressure from the defensive line here. That'll definitely be a tackle for a loss. Looks like quite a very short loss, probably about 2 yards. So we'll bring up 2nd and 12. Oh no, it looks like they're staying where they are, 2nd and 10. That looked like a short loss, didn't it? Am I seeing things? It was like where he handed it off, he got he got tackled. Anyway, 3 receivers to the QB's left, 1 to his right. Ball snap, QB looks to his left, fires the ball to his left, and it's caught, and I think it's that man again, Abrahams. No, it's not, because I can see Abrahams there. I'm not sure who the receiver is, but I'll get his number in a second. Is that 15? Yeah, number 15 for the Cheetahs with that catch. Good play, great, almost 1st down yardage. It's 3rd and 1. The QB's pushing out the single receiver to his left-hand side. Pulls one of his other receivers in motion into the backfield and hands it off to that receiver, who looks pretty good to have picked up the required yard and more. I think there's a player down. I'm just going to pan away. And yeah, it is a 1st down. They're moving the sticks. The ball is still in Cheetahs territory. It's at the 40-yard line. The player that was down he was fine. He jumped up, and he's now run off a Cheetahs player. So 2 receivers either side of the quarterback. 1 running back in the backfield with him. And stopped in the backfield on 1st down. This time they do register a loss of yardage, probably about 4 yards. So 2nd and 14 for the Cheetahs. So the same formation for the Cheetahs here. Victory still in at quarterback. Ball snapped, fired deep, and just overthrown. The intended receiver number 7 for the Cheetahs. Looked like he's about 5 yards in front of him. I don't know, is it overthrown or underrun? I suppose it depends on who you ask. So 3rd and 14. Knight's coach is saying that they think it's a pass. He was right. Ball thrown. Abraham's the intended receiver. Gets a hand to it, but it was just wasn't able to bring it in, and looks like, so it's 4th and 14, and it sounds like it's a punt. So punt team are on for the Cheetahs. So 47 for the Cheetahs, punting, lovely punt, over the head of the returner, and he's just sort of left it. And ball is downed at around the 12-yard line. There is a player down, number 7 for the Cheetahs. But so they're just tending to him. But I don't think there's any flags. I don't think there's going to be like a re-kick or anything. So I could just hear the referee saying there's 7 minutes and 15 seconds in the half. The Cheetahs player is still down, being tended to. Hopefully he's okay, and hopefully we see him again. It's just being dealt with at the moment by the medical staff. But Knights once again are pinned back in their, deep into their own territory, 12-yard line. Cheetahs are doing a great job of commanding the territory in the game so far, or certainly in the last couple of series. So yeah, there might be a bit of a longer injury break here because the player's still down. They've got his helmet off, and he's just being tended to. He does look like he's in some pain. I think it's number 7 for the Cheetahs. Oh, well, so I'm going to take a break, come off the mic and just put up a graphics for the injury break. I'll be back with more information as soon as they get him up on his feet. So play will resume shortly. Number 7 for the Cheetahs is just being helped off. It's hard to ascertain the injury. I didn't hear any big hits or booms or cheers from the sideline in terms of, something sensational happening, but like the way they helped him up, and it looked like he'd maybe been winded. I'm not sure, but I don't know that we're going to see him again today. I think he's out. But anyway, so 1st and 10, ball at the 12. Let's see what the Knights can do. Ball thrown out to the flat here, and just a little bit too shallow. Big number 81. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So 2 receivers this side, 2 the other side. Well, actually, that's about to change. 3 this side now. Hubie takes the ball, hands it off to the running back. And he's good for a few yards. Looks like he gets, down to the 15-yard line. So 3rd and 7. It's the Knights head coach outside of his technical area. I can't believe it. You'd think he'd stick into the rules. He's been around the game long enough. So 3rd and 7 for the Knights. You'd think that this. Oh, it's actually about 3rd and 8. They weren't as generous, and there's a delay of game. It looks like here. Which is, delay of game. 5-yard penalty on the offence. So that'll be 3rd and 13. If I was head coach Benny Wakefield, I'd be so upset. So man in motion again. 3 on this side. QB looks up. Thrown and just. I think he was under pressure, but quite an underthrown pass. You can see 85, the receiver there, just a little bit of disbelief from him. But punt team coming on. And the Cheetahs continue to dominate this this territory game, if you like, so that the score is still 0-0, but the Cheetahs certainly winning in terms of ground and field position. Ball snap, high snap, but Harvey Macy takes it. Not a good punt. Shanked. It's going to come down right in front of us, around the 30-yard line. Yeah, so 30-yard field for the Cheetahs offense. Knights defense have been here before, so in this game. So, we know they can defend a short field quite well, but nonetheless a difficult situation for them. So I was trying to move my camera because people keep getting in the way, all the personnel at this end. So 1st and 10, ball is spotted at the 30. Sorry, it's not 31. It's going the other way, so it's the 29-yard line. Sorry. You can just see the quarterback there. Right, there we go. I'll have to move in a second. QB takes the ball, looks to his left, throws it up quite high, and incomplete pass. I'm just going to move the camera around a little bit.
doesn't know what it is. Well, look at it and do it then.
The one thing I put in that group was a single sheet of A4 saying that
So 2nd and 10 for the Cheetahs. QB Victory still in. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Ball's on the 29-yard line. The Knights' 29-yard line. Ball thrown. Abrahams catches it. Does well to evade the first bit of contact and brought down right in front of us. Definitely picks up first down yardage. I can see from the far side. Great play there from the Cheetahs. So the ball is now at the 18-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Crush it up, crush it up.
your side, Tyree!
Crush it up, crush it up, crush it up.
Ball snap, QB looks to his left, fires the ball deep. I can't see anything, sorry.
That's high pitch. That's well high pitch, isn't it?
So 2nd and 10, incomplete pass.
Hey, let's go, come on. He's trying.
Harry, don't say shit like that.
Orange! 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 Orange!
Big pressure, James.
Ball thrown out to the, again, another incomplete pass there. There was definite pressure from the Knights defence, and that brings up 3rd and 10 from the 18-yard line.
Adam, happy?
Ball snap, QB looks to his left, fires it over the middle. Oh, actually out to the end zone. Oh, I thought he was throwing it to a slant, but he wasn't. He was throwing it behind that slant. Number 2, the intended receiver, and now they are going for a field goal on 4th down. Good leg on this kicker, 47. Like I said, he was nailing them from further away than this in pre-game. I'd expect him to be able to do the same under pressure here.
Just in case the snap's a bit funky.
Ball snapped, held nicely, up, and it's good. So the Cheetahs take the lead. Oh, I should have changed the quarter on the... Sorry, I haven't changed the quarter on the scoreboard. That's because I was messing with the cameras. But it is Q2. We haven't had the 2-minute warning. If I had to guess, I'd say there's about 4 minutes left. But I'm terrible at guessing. So, but yeah, so we've got our first point of the game, and it's 3. It's a field goal from the Cheetahs, and I think we're just going to see this all game, just really tight gameplay. And this is going to be, whoever wins this is who takes their chances, right? Like, I think it looks like both teams are going to get chances. I think Cheetahs are going to be a bit disappointed not to have capitalised on that great field position, and the Knights are going to be wanting to neutralise that the field position here, right? They're going to want to get it beyond the 25-yard line and help their offence out a little bit, give them a series with give them a bit of a kickstart to their next series. Ball is kicked, taken by the returner. He's got space, he's got people blocking for him. 85, he's taken, gets around his man there. And I'm just going to change over the other camera. We didn't see it go out of bounds, but great return, exactly what they needed. I don't quite think they got to midfield. Just waiting to see. No, they did. They got to midfield. So 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Well, yeah, maybe just shy of it. But so that it's like the 49-yard line, the Knights' 49-yard line. So great return all the way to midfield. And let's see if the Knights can do something with this and best the 3 points of the Cheetahs. Ball handed off. Macy, what a lovely cut that was. And it just, look, as he was taking the ball, the really deep cut to the right to keep that play alive. He was sort of caught in the backfield, but managed to make something of it. And it's now 2nd down and 6. Really good play there from Macy, who's a current GB men's running back, which is good for him. Managing to get into the squad after a great season last year for the Knights. Man in motion here to the left. QB keeps it. He's got some legs. I was watching him in training, so it's great to have that dual threat QB. But does he pick up many yards? Let's see. Nah. He got the ball back to the line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 6. I think there's a... I know the ref threw a flag, caught the flag, and waved it off. I don't know what's going on here. That was weird. That's a timeout. So that's the first timeout from either team this game so far. So 3rd and 6. Same motion as we saw on the previous play, but this time they hand it off to Macy. And he had a bit of daylight there on that gap, but number 40 closed him down really nicely and made the tackle. And I think has prevented, should I say, the 1st down. So it will be 4th. God, he only picked up a few yards. It's like 4th and 3. I thought it was much closer to the down marker. What's this? 2-minute warning. So the Knights have got 3 timeouts left, and the Cheetahs have got 2 timeouts left, with 2 minutes to go in the first half. And obviously the Cheetahs are 3 points ahead. So the Knights are going for it on 4th down. I don't think they've punted once. I think they've gone for it on every fourth down they've had so far. High snap. QB manages to grab hold of it and keep hold of it and scrambles to his right and is hit really nicely. I suppose not a nice hit from him, but a nice hit from the man that hit him, number 4. And it looks like it's a turnover on downs. He doesn't get the first down yardage. The Cheetahs will take over. So the Knights will get the ball opening of the third quarter, or the second half, however you want to look at it. So that, you know, again, the Cheetahs here will want to do what they can to get some points on the board again before the Knights do get the ball. And they got a good chance, obviously. They've got the ball at they're on their own 42-yard line. Victory still in at QB, 3 receivers to his left. QB's changing the play. It's called an audible. Let's see if what he's changed it to works. Ball thrown out to the flat and chased down by the linebacker. And yeah, good little first down play. That good for. It looks like he's good for about 3 yards. Yeah, 3 yards. So 2nd and 7. Ball snap, QB looks to his right, throws it right, and a little bit too deep over the head of the intended receiver. So that brings up 3rd down and 7. QB calls timeout. Doesn't like what he sees. That's 2 plays in a row. He hasn't liked what he's seen. First one, obviously, he made an audible. Second one, he's called a timeout. So that's 1 timeout left for the... I missed the... Oh, sorry, I went quiet because I wanted to hear what the referee said in terms of time, but I missed it. I think it said 13 seconds left in the half. Don't quote me on that, though. It's windy. So, 3rd and 7. Man goes in motion. QB takes it, hands it off. Run to the left of the offense, and it really nicely defended there. I don't know who made that tackle. I'm just trying to see. I think it was 54 for the Knights. But good play. There is a flag. Let's just see what the flag's for. Looks like it's going to be on the Cheetahs. But it looks like it's going to be one that they could replay the down. So it could be an offside. Sorry, a false start. Illegal shift. Declined it, yeah. So they've declined it, and then that keeps it at 4th down. Oh, that makes it 4th down. So it's 4th and 7. And the Cheetahs are going to go for it. I mean, good. Like, that's what you'd expect in this situation just before half time. Oh, they're calling punt. Oh, that's a shame. The coaches seem to have not realised. They've now called punt. They might have to take a timeout here because surely they're looking at a delay of game. So 47 for the Cheetahs, back to punt. Again, great leg on him. But over his head with the snap. He's going to have to just dive on it. It didn't matter who dove on that. That was the turnover on downs there. But Knights given a short field in the dying seconds of the second quarter. I'm going to, by short field, I would say they're just inside, so around the 25-yard line, I'd say. Someone's asking who 57 is on the Cheetahs. I don't know anyone's names because I don't have the sheet roster. We'll be doing the Cheetahs games next week, actually, so hopefully I'll get the roster by then. Or for then, should I say. Right, 1st and 10. Let's see what the Knights can do in these closing seconds of this first half. Ball thrown out to the flat. 85 catches it. Gets tied up by the first man, but swings out of it and runs it in. No, just shy of that first down, of the touchdown. You can see the referee pointing around the 1 yard line there. So that'll bring up 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. You've got to back Harvey May to take this in, haven't you? Let's see what happens though. I could see a QB keeper with this. We've seen the agility of this number 8, the QB. Very capable runner. So let's see what happens. The man in the flat there is left uncovered. Are they going to take advantage of that? No, the QB does keep it. And it looks good. There's cheers. Is there? I haven't seen a signal from the referees yet. I don't think it's a touchdown. No, it wasn't. So 2nd down and I don't know, 2. There's 3 receivers to the right of the formation this time for the Knights. Takes the ball, hands it off to Macy. Really nicely wrapped up there by, I'm going to get his number, big number 90 for the Cheetahs, who makes a tackle, and it looks like he saved the touchdown there, so bring up 3rd down. I mean, they're running out of time. So the Knights are called a timeout. I didn't see or hear how many seconds. He held up a 2. Oh, that mean 2 seconds? 20 seconds? They've got a very wide side of the field to the left here with 3 receivers to the right. Could this be a QB scramble to the left? Boot round, after a fake handoff. Yep, exactly what we saw. He's tucked the ball. He's running for that outside. Oh, and it looks like it's good. Everyone's cheering. I haven't seen the signal yet. It is good. Touchdown Knights. Great time for the Knights to score. This is that whole mid-late thing, for those of you who are familiar with the term, scoring at the end of the second half when you're going to get the ball at the beginning of the third half. Gives you the opportunity to score back-to-back without the other team having a chance. Obviously depends on how much time's left. But great time for a team to score. And they're going for 1, which makes sense given the width of these uprights. Referee doesn't like something. And it's a timeout call from the Knights. I believe that's their 3rd. Yeah, he's pumping his arm. That means it's their last timeout. It looked like the timeout was called because of personnel issues. They didn't have the right people out on the field. Didn't want to risk it. So I think it's number 10 for the Knights. Yeah, number 10 for the Knights lining up to kick. Ball snapped out nicely and through the uprights for that extra point. So it's good. 7-3. There's a little bit of there's a stoppage here. There's a flag. Okay, let's see what happens here. Came from the line judge on the right side as we look at it. So the Cheetahs sideline line judge, and it was a false start on the offense. So they're going to retake it. So I'm going to take that point off. Probably put it back on in a second. But the Knights have to re-kick the ball from 5 yards away, or 5 yards further away. Snapped held nicely. No flags, I think. And they do get the extra point. So Knights take the field for the kickoff. And the score here in the second quarter, just before half-time, is 7-3 to the Rushmoor Knights. So one-score game, as tight as you'd sort of, as we'd sort of predicted and hoped. So Harvey Macy for the Knights, number 48, ready to kick off. Oh my God. So the wind has died down a bit, but still a hell of a kick for a touchback. And that'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Cheetahs. Oh, and they kneel it out. So there's probably 1 or 2 plays, I'm not sure. They're just going to kneel out this this half. That's it, half-time. So at half-time, the score is the Rushmoor Knights 7, Hertfordshire Cheetahs 3. The game's still anyone's. The half-time lasts about 20 minutes, so get yourself a drink, maybe something to eat, and then join us back then. I'll just go on mute for now and see you in 20 minutes. Right, we're getting ready to go for the second half here. So the Cheetahs have taken the field, the Knights have taken the field, the Cheetahs are kicking, the Knights are returning, they get the ball in this opening drive of the third quarter. I meant to say that the Knights are sponsored by Holiday Inn in Farnborough, just down the road. So the Knights game balls are sponsored by the Holiday Inn in Farnborough. Ball is kicked onside, and it looks like it's going to be recovered. And it was recovered by the Cheetahs. Cheetahs first down. So the Knights do not get the ball in the opening of the second half. It is Cheetahs' ball. Ball handed off to number 2 on an end around and gets tangled up really quickly. I don't know if he may have gained. No, it looks like he's back to the line of scrimmage, so I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Oh, so a slight loss of yardage, maybe. So it's maybe a 1 yard loss. So 2nd and 11. Vitry takes the ball, looks to his left, fires it, and it hits the chest of the receiver. I think that's Abraham's. Yeah, number 9. He's disappointed with himself. You can see that. Uncharacteristic from Abraham's there, but let the ball hit his chest. Well, the ball went through his hands to his chest, and it's an incomplete pass. See, there's the graphic, that's what. Vitry takes the ball, fires out to his left. Running back is the receiver there, and number 26 definitely gained some positive yards. Not enough for a first down, but probably that'll bring up 4th and maybe 3, and you can hear calls from the sideline for the punt team to come on. So good execution on special teams here in the opening of the second half for the Cheetahs to get the ball, but the offense not able to really do anything with it. And you know, the Knights defense has been pretty solid today. But you know, the Cheetahs continue to sort of dominate this territory game. So they're punting here from just inside the Knights halfway line, and it's a scuffed punt. It will bounce and go out of bounds around the 25 to 30 yard line. There is a couple of flags. We'll wait and see. We'll just find a white cap. See what Ollie's got to say once he's communicated with his team. Looks like it's going to be on the Cheetahs, and it will go back 5 yards. So it was too many men in the backfield, but they still count the play, and they tack 5 yards onto the end of it. So the ball's at around the 35 yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights, and the Knights offense are back on the field. So number 8 QB for the Knights stays on. We saw him at the end of the third quarter. Takes the ball, fires to a man across the middle, and it's fingertips for number 38. He had it all the way down to the ground in his fingertips, and he just didn't manage to bring it in. So we almost had the first interception of the game there. But that brings up 2nd and 10. So ball snapped. QB hands it off to Harvey Macy, and he's tackled number 31 and 44 it looks like. 2 guys bringing him down there. So 3rd and 10. Knights in the same formation. 3 receivers to the QB's right. Ball is snapped high, but the QB manages to get hold of it. He's swung out to his right, tucked the ball now, running down the sideline, and his first, he definitely picks up a first down. There was some sort of protest or complaints from the Knights sideline there, but no penalty flags or anything. I just got Ken Wilford has just put a score up for the Aztecs of leading the Warriors 3-0. Big game there. Unfortunately, not being live streamed by anyone, but quite an interesting one considering that was the final for Brit Bowl last year with the Warriors winning, but also the Aztecs beating European opposition last week. Anyway, 1st and 10 here for the Knights. QB drops back, looks to his right, and it was sort of tipped by the DB. Receiver had very little time to react, and unfortunately, sort of in and out of his hands. We can now do replays because I've got Jack here helping me with the camera. There you go, tipped, and just a different angle there, just an adjusted angle for the receiver, and unable to bring it in. 2nd and 10. The ball is in Knights territory. It's around their own 45-yard line. Ball is snapped, handed off to Macy, who's running to the left. Beautiful tackle in the backfield. Number 94, I think. I'm trying to get his... 94 D lineman for the Cheetahs with a great play there. And sorry about the replay. I was talking too much trying to find the number to get it properly. But big loss of yardage there, about 6 yards. So 3rd and 16 for the Knights. The Knights offense seems to be stuttering a little bit here in this drive. I don't think they've completed a pass. The first down they got was on the legs of the QB. But this will be a big 3rd down conversion for them. It is a pass. The ball is in the air and it's just thrown to no one. So 4th down. They should be. We might see the first Knights punt here. You'd expect, you can see the punt team coming on. You'd expect them to punt here and start to get, to win that territory game themselves. But you can see there just no receivers near that ball where it landed. It was a good 5-6 yards from both of them, bounced in between them. And Macy, I think it's Harvey Macy, back to punt. It looks like it is, yeah. Oh, no, he did punt before. Sorry, I said that's the first time. Hopefully he gets a decent punt this time. Last time went quite up in the air. Oh, he scuffed it a little bit, but the wind's carrying it. It just depends on the bounce. Not the best, but not the worst. I think the Cheetahs will take over on the ball on around the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Put a little bit of love for Cheetahs in the chat. Guys, let us know if you're watching, who you're supporting. If you've got any shout outs for players, let me know. So Victory back in at QB. Ball is on the 33-yard line of the Cheetahs. Ball handed off. Oh, beautiful play there by number 96. Big 96 for the Knights. Just busted through. Look, he was like no one was blocking him. We'll have a little look on the replay and enjoy that again. You can see here, man goes in motion. 96 comes in. He cuts inside and just picks up the running back straight away for a loss of about, bang on 5 yards. So 2nd and 15 for this Cheetahs offense. QB drops back, looks to his left, fires the ball deep, and incomplete. 49, the intended receiver there, but I think I haven't been that impressed with the passing today from either side. There just seems to be a lot of times the receivers haven't got anywhere near the ball, or the ball's not got anywhere near the receivers, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, brings up 3rd and 15. So two in the backfield for the Cheetahs, which we haven't seen yet. And QB's getting ready to pass. He's ducking as though he's getting sacked. And yeah, there we go. Complaints there from number 23. Well, that was a bit weird. The refs didn't blow the play dead and the players took off, but they did play dead. That was a bit of an odd one. Let's watch a replay, see if we can get all of that. No, we can't. So we're just waiting here what the referee's got to say here. Woo! What a play! So I don't know if you guys picked it up on the mic, but there was an inadvertent whistle by the referee during the play. However, the ball had been fumbled by the Cheetahs and recovered by the Knights, so they've honoured that, but they didn't allow the continued play for with the Knights player who recovered the ball and ran into the end zone. So the Knights, again, I keep going on all that territory, but the Knights are, they've flipped the script on this territory situation, and they've now taken over 1st and 10. The ball is on the 18-yard line. They're in the red zone of the Cheetahs, and they are 7-3 up. G-Man's there. Hey, G-Man. So QB takes the ball. He's gone quite deep, but he's now in positive yardage. I don't know if he might have just got back to the line of scrimmage. He took a really deep angle to evade the defender there. So G-Man 56 is Garvin, who's a player for the Cheetahs, just giving him a little bit of encouragement. I think they'll take you out of retirement, mate, and say hello to Sarah for me. And a little bit more love for the Cheetahs here. So 2nd down. Oh, he did get about a yard. So 2nd and 9. Ball is snapped. QB boots out to his right. Fires the ball up into the end zone. And it's anyone's call for a touchdown. Number 3 for the Knights. What a play. Oh, it's gone off. We'll just watch this on the replay. Is it on? Oh, fuck. We might fuck this. Sorry guys, we're just having a look at, we're having issues with one of our cameras. Yeah, good, we're back in. So that's good. Sorry that the screen blacked out. The cable was too tight and it snapped and it messed with the connector. So sorry about that. Anyway, the Knights are now leading 14-3. And the Knights will be kicking off. Yeah, sorry about the camera thing, it's my fault. I'm not controlling the camera, but I tied the cable too tight to it, so it bent the connector when we panned to the right. It's all right, you can just all imagine what happened. I saw it. So, Knights get ready to kick off. And Cheetahs have got 3 back to return. And then Harvey, a little chip shot there, just into the open space. They slowed down a bit there when it felt like they could have had an opportunity to recover that. But anyway, ball's at around the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cheetahs. So apparently there's a new QB in. That's what I was hearing from the sideline there, and yes, there is. I think it's number 11 that's gone in at QB for the Cheetahs. Not sure why that is. I can see Victory on the sideline. The starting QB number, what is he? 9, 7? I think he's 7. Oh no, it's 12. Sorry, the QB. Oh, 9. Abrahams takes the ball. He'll be kicking himself because he tripped. I did say at the start of this that there were some divots and not. It's quite a bumpy ground. There is a flag in the backfield. You wonder if that's going to be to do with late hit on the or late contact on the QB. We'll just wait for the call from the referee. Yeah, roughing the passer. So that's a 15-yard penalty, 1st down. You can't mess with a passer. So that QB gets a 1st down on his first play. So 1st down. Ball is around, it looks like it's about the 50-yard line. But I imagine it's the 49. They're signalling that the ball's gone the other way here. I didn't see it pop out. But a Rushmoor Knights player pops up with it, but I don't know that that's called as a fumble. Abrahams is down on the floor, just pan away. We always just pan away from the injured players. So yeah, he's in a little bit of pain. He's making his way up gingerly, so I don't think that's the last we'll see of him, fortunately. But Abrahams took a little bit of a knock or maybe a twist, but he's just being helped off, under his own power, but walking off with the physio. So 2nd and 10. Ball around that midfield, halfway line. QB drops back to his right, fires it to the flat, nicely caught by number 2, and he's got people on him straight away, and he is tackled. Maybe gains another yard after that catch. Good solid little play there from the Cheetahs. Brings up 3rd down and 5-ish, maybe a long 4. It's a double twin formation. QB drops back, looks to his right, fires it deep, and the man's uncovered. It hits the helmet of the DB, I think, and then just sort of bounces up in the air. Let's just watch that again. So you can see QB here drops back. Nice deep ball, and that man is beat, and it does hit the helmet of the DB, and he's celebrating there, showing the no good signal, but we all saw it. The ball hit his head. But that does bring up 3rd and 4. Is that not 4th and 4? Okay. 3rd and 4. So it looks like there was a penalty and they're just conferring whether it goes back 5 or they just take it as 4th down. So go back 5 and repeat 3rd down. Illegal formation. So, yeah, so they've accepted the penalty. So the ball goes back 5 yards and they repeat 3rd down. It's now 3rd and 10. So it must have been 5, not 4 previously. But 3rd and 10. Tough situation for the Cheetahs here. Coach Russ here, giving me the name, Tak Ahmed. I remember calling his name out a couple of times before. Very good player. QB drops back, rolls to his right, likes what he sees, fires the ball, and it's just way too deep. I don't know, did he throw it away? Anyway, 4th down. On comes the punt team. And it's 47 punting for the Cheetahs, and we've seen his leg. Even at half-time I was watching him, he's got an absolute rocket of a foot. Is punting into the wind. The wind isn't that bad, but at this ground level, but we can see in the background the trees are swaying quite a bit. Look at that, spiral on it. Drops, caught, nicely fielded. Have we got some blockers? Yeah, we do. Number 10 here gets to the outside. He hasn't quite got the edge. Really good attempted tackle, but he manages to get around it. And he's still on his feet. And everyone's going nuts. What a return by number 10 for the Knights. He returned it further than where it was snapped from, roughly to where it was kicked from. Fantastic play. And gives Knights relatively short field. From where he caught it, certainly. He caught the ball roughly at his... at the goal line, has returned it all the way down to the 40-yard line, maybe 39-yard line of the Cheetahs. Great return. Unfortunately, discipline is still a problem in the game. In this game, I mean, still we've seen lots of flags even in the second half. So we're hoping these teams sort of simmer a little bit and can just get into some nice flow play. Ball snap, handed off to the running back, and he's swallowed up straight away. Number 90 was just on him from the Cheetahs defence. Just charging back from the snap, number 90. He was pushing, I think 68 was the offensive lineman, and I think it was the left guard. Just bullied him into the backfield and then got his arms around the ball carrier. Great play. Only because they favoured the ball carrier there, so only a loss of 1 yard, so 2nd and 11. I think he deserved more than that. QB there scrambling again. He's very fast, this QB. Very evasive. Throws the ball incomplete. I think number 85 was his intended receiver there. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Oh, shout out to Dan McDermott, who's a subscribed member of our subscription services on YouTube. Cheers, Dan. Oh, ball gets coughed up. It was a handoff. They'd blown that whistle early. The QB had not dove on that ball. In fact, I think number 90, if I'm reading the number right, he's by rights got that ball. It was on the deck and he leant over and got it. Let's just see if we can see that on the replay there. Look, ball on the... it doesn't look as good. I had a better angle from where I was stood. But the ball was placed next to the QB and they blew the whistle. The QB hadn't pulled it in and I think 90 fell on that ball. So the Knights get off lightly there. They lose the down, obviously, so 4th and 11. It looks like they're choosing not to punt. I think a punt would be a shrewd move here when you're... I know you're 2 scores ahead. But just, cough and kick it, get it inside the 10-yard line, really put the Cheetahs under pressure. But they are going for it. They've gone for it on most of their 4th downs. I think we've only seen them punting a couple of times in this game so far. 4th and 11. 3 receivers to this side. QB don't like what he sees. He's under pressure by number 62, who gets hold of him. It looks like one of the Cheetahs players is injured in that tackle. Unfortunately, I think it is number 62, which is a shame, but really good work from the Cheetahs D-line there. He's celebrating in pain, 62, so at least we know he's okay and we'll see him again. Great play there, great sack, and they probably gain another 5 or 6 yards. So the ball's on, I think, around the 49-yard line, where it was last time when they punted. At 1st and 10 for the Cheetahs. And number 12 is still in at QB. So I'm wondering if Vitry, I don't know how to say his name correctly, so apologies. I need to go and ask him. I wonder if... Oh! That is a false start. 5 yards. Still 1st down. Yeah, I just wonder if Richie's taking a knock or something. It just seems like it seems an odd time in the game to change the QB. So tight trips in the formation this side. QB drops back. He's under pressure. He doesn't see it. Great block by 23 there to keep the QB in and the play alive. QB whacked out of his boots. It literally... Is it the QB shoe? Oh, it's not. I thought it was the QB's boot that was on the floor. But big hit from the linebacker there to knock the QB out of bounds. We'll just re-watch that again. Inbounds, fair hit, but... big lick to take from a QB who was slowing down his run as he was running out of bounds. And the QB, he doesn't like that. He's actually taking a seat on the field. I think he's definitely going to have to come off for at least one play. And they're calling the medic on, which obviously you never like to see. So I wonder, obviously, if we see Vitry back on, or not. Yeah, Vitry is coming back on. Okay, cool. So he's not injured to the extent that he can't carry on playing. Vitry, that is, obviously number 12. He's a little bit dazed and a bit woozy. That's the easiest way of talking about it. Hopefully he's not concussed and it's nothing serious. He's just having to take a bit of a breather. But they're just tending to him. Hopefully we see him back on. There's quite a lot of stoppages in this game. But not many for injuries, but just, penalties and refs conferring and stuff. So the game's taken quite a while to play today so far. We're still in the third quarter. So it looks like it might be a collarbone issue, actually. Just watching the medic with number 12. It looks like they're about to help him up to his feet, which is great to see. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. So he is walking off under his own power, so that's good. Just getting clapped off now. Cool. So we're just going to resume the game. He's not supporting his arm, or so it doesn't look. I think his collarbone's fine. Just to let you know, I've done a collarbone. I had to hold my elbow up. Right, 2nd and 14. Ball on the Cheetahs 47-yard line. No, sorry, 42. Snapped, thrown, caught really nicely there by Ahmed across the middle, number 2. Numbers 4 and 5 are my coaches. Keep going, George and Jack. Is that the Downs brothers? Let me know, Jude. So I know there's brothers on the field for the Cheetahs. Anyway, first down. Great play there. Picking up first down. What was it? They had to get about 14 or 15 yards on that play to get a first down. So really good execution there. And Vitry stays in. Ball snap. QB looks to his left, throws it. Number 9, Abraham's the receiver, and he's jukes a little bit, but he's swamped. And good for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. People just saying that is the Downs twin. I didn't know they were twins. I knew they were brothers. Cheetahs can still do it. Absolutely they can. Only 2 scores down. And they're moving the ball nicely, right? It's like 2nd and 6. It's good stuff. QB looks up to his left, fires the ball over to the left. And there was a bit of contact there while the ball's in the air, which isn't allowed from the DB. So defensive back there's lucky not to get flagged there. Look at Oscar the comedian. Trying to get me to say a stupid name. 15 and 71 as well. What, they're brothers or twins? Ball thrown. Oh, picked off! Look, I think by the safety, who's got space and time. This is the guy that returned the ball so far earlier in the game, and he's open. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 15. He's got blockers. 10, 5, touchdown! And there is, sounds like there's a flag because of the whistles. There's a player down, and there is a flag on the far side. We'll just wait and see what happens on this play. So we'll wait and see what happens here. They're talking about a block in the back. Or we're just hearing mentions of it. It's a time off while there's an injured cheetah player down being treated. Just don't really know what's going on. It certainly doesn't look like that touchdown stands. But whether the interception does or who knows. I think what it will be is, well, look, we'll just wait for the white cap. It looks like he's about to say, from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's a block in the back, and then there'll be a 15-yard penalty from that. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights, and they've just placed the ball down. So that typically looks like what it is. But, yeah, it's the offense that are trotting on for the Knights. So I'm pretty sure that's what's just happened. So no touchdown, but hell of a play. And the injured cheetah player, Abrahams, is up on his feet and just walking off the field now. So I don't think he was the one that got blocked in the back because he's literally right next to the ball. So 1st and 10 for the Knights on their own 35-yard line. Kyrie's Holmes, number 8. So that's the QB. Cool. Now, at least I got his name now. Thank you. So Kyrie's there, taking the ball, throwing it to the flat. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Oh, so that's got to be offside as opposed to a false start. But let's see. So, meaning a false start would be an offensive penalty, and an offside is a defensive penalty. And I believe that number 44 for the Cheetahs is the culprit here. But let's see. We've got the refs just talking about it. We'll wait and see what the outcome is. It's gone on the Knights. Looks like it anyway. Hold on. Offside. Okay, so it is on the defence. So that's a 5-yard penalty, and it will bring up 2nd down again and 5. QB takes the ball, looks to his right, fires it out. Not the best of passes, but it got there, and really, really good reception and run, and a 1st down pickup. And that was the guy that scored the touchdown for the Knights, number 3. I don't have a name. Actually, I might be able to get their names because I've got my trusty cameraman now. I can get my phone out. And I took a picture of the Knights roster earlier today. So let me just get... Oh, it's not in number order. Painful. Number 3 is Connor Thomas. So Connor Thomas there with the 1st down reception. And the ball now moves into Cheetahs territory. 1st and 10, ball handed off to the running back. And he's swallowed up straight away by the defensive line. Number 97 and I think 44. 44 was the main tackler on that, certainly. 97 just sort of jumped on to get the stat. So it picks up a few yards Couple yards on a 2nd and 8 roughly. Ball thrown to number 85 in the flat, and they just got on him straight away. Great defensive work there. Number 54 from the Cheetahs. Just read that all the way. And ball will go back a couple of a yard or so. Yeah, 3rd and 9. Kyrie's Holmes getting a lot of love in the comments today, which is really good to see. The Knights quarterback, number 8, who's on the field now. The dual threat quarterback. He can use his legs and he can pass it. Right, so that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So we end up, we'll change the ball will change ends now as the teams flip and defend a different end zone. It's so cold. I thought, nah, I don't need a coat. Hoodie will be fine. I was wrong. Because I was basing it on yesterday's weather. You should never do that. It was boiling yesterday. Anyway, enough about me and the weather. Let's get back to football. 3rd down and 9 for the Knights. Rich is watching from prison. Rich is a former teammate of mine at the Knights, and he works in a prison. Ball caught. Is that caught? Is that 1st down? No. I think he must have not had it in bounds. He definitely caught the ball, but his feet must have not been in bounds. I know he jumped, so maybe he landed out of bounds with it. A bit of love here from Anti-Salty Sack. Farnham, well, it was Farnham Knights. I'll just say Knights. Knights Supporters Club. Anyway, 4th down, they are going to punt it. Good choice here from the Knights. Very high snap over the head of Harvey. He's got loads of time. He doesn't know that, but he punts it from where he was, and it's not a great punt. It doesn't. I mean, he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So they might. Yeah, they're saying he touched it. It did look like number 44 touched the ball. The Knights. No, the refs aren't saying anything, but the Knights are saying he touched it. I've got to say, it looked like he touched it from here. No, they've called it 1st down for the Cheetahs. As their offense comes on the field, and Vitrai is still in at QB. So that number 12 that we saw take that injury remains off the field. A bit of frustration on the Cheetah sideline there. You can see a player throwing his helmet around. He's picked it up again now, though. I didn't hear what the ref said, but he said something, and it's still the Knights' 1st down. Sorry, Cheetahs' 1st down. Right, Abraham's back in number 9. We saw him go off injured in the previous series, so good to see. He's okay. Ball snap. QB looks to his right, fires it to Abrahams, and it's just on the deck. Doesn't get to him in time. So 3 receivers to this near side, 1 receiver on the far side of the field. It's been a lot of passing from the Cheetahs, but they do have their stud running back in. Ball thrown across, really nicely plucked out of the air by Abrahams there, but he just did have nowhere to go. Immediately 3 bodies on him and tackled where he caught it, but good play from the Cheetahs there. He's only good for about 3 yards. You just see him pluck this ball out there. He was going the other way. What a catch. Great adjustment there from number 9, Abrahams, to get that ball. I'd love to see his stats for the day. I think most of the yards have gone through him for the Cheetahs, for the offense. Ball snap, QB looks to his left. Really nicely caught by number 2. And it looks like he's got first down yardage. And I know we had number 2's name earlier. I'm going to scroll back and try and find it. I forgot it. Ahmed. Tak Ahmed. Great play there. So Tak picks up a first down. And the ball is on the 38-yard line. The Knights' 38-yard line. So still a 2-score game. But the Cheetahs can really, really close the gap because it's not much of a 2-score game. As in, it's only 11 points. Ball handed off to the running back. And he certainly breaks the line of scrimmage, but very quickly tackled shortly after that. Yeah, gain of about 3 2nd and 7. So 3 receivers to the far side of the field this time, and they're all tight, bunched in. They're close to the quarterback. Ball snap, QB looks up, fires it over the middle, and it's intercepted by number 33 from the from the Rushmoor Knights. And they take over, 1st and 10 from 21-yard line right in front of us. So 1st and 10 for the Knights. Kai Holmes, number 8, in at QB still. He's got 2 receivers this side, to the far side. Hands the ball off to Harvey Macy. Busts through the line. He's got space. He's a dangerous runner. And he slips on the mud and is tackled or brought down at the same time. Good for about a 6-yard gain. You just see there Harvey losing his feet as he's then brought down. I think number 31 was the tackle. Yeah, number 31 with the tackle.
Did you get the punt return? Did you get the kick?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Right, 3 flags on this play. Defense are offside. 5 yards. That might be first down. So 1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. QB takes the ball, boots round to his right, fires the ball up in the air, caught for not a first down, but a very good play, a good 9-yard pickup, maybe 8. Let's see where they mark it, but a very good play there from the Knights offense. And it's good to see them mixing up their play now. And certainly Holmes has made a difference since he's been in at QB with his dual threat and just his overall speed. His athleticism is fantastic. Great to see that for the Knights. I think they haven't had that since last year. And they had a very athletic quarterback as well. But first couple of games of the season, I don't think they've had Holmes in at QB. 85 catches it in the flat, just runs it straight up. A late flag. I think this is going to be an unsportsmanlike. Let's just wait and see. Comes from the backfield. Let's just see what the signal is from the ref. And it looks like an unsportsmanlike on the Cheetahs. I think number 90 might be getting this one. Unsportsmanlike contact. Yep. 97, it wasn't 90, so excuse me for that. But number 97 for the Cheetahs just took a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, for swearing at an official. What are you doing? These penalties are ridiculous. But that penalty in itself is ridiculous. The worst one yet. I mean, fighting with the other team, you can sort of, I don't know, you don't like it, but you can sort of understand it. There's a bit of needle between them, but swearing at an official, ridiculous. You got the Knights into your own half. Look, Harvey dodging around everyone, and he picks up a first down. Great play there from the Knights. And they're just changing up the play now. The difference that Holmes has made in at QB is phenomenal. You know, when Harvey's getting the ball, he's able to, obviously he's got to beat a couple of people, but he's able to pick up a lot of yards. The receivers have got more space. There's a lot more time, and because he's a genuine threat to just take off on his, and pick up a first down himself, which the Knights have just done. So 1st and 10, balls on the 30-yard line. Balls on the Cheetahs' 30-yard line. Ball handed off to Harvey again. Look at him, just open space, running all the way down this defense's throat, right up the middle, in between the hashes, and he had. Well, from this angle, just so much space. Picks up another first down. That's back-to-back first downs for this. Well, you could say back-to-back-to-back if you included the penalty. But 3 first downs in a row for this Knights offense. And they are now in the red zone. From this angle, balls at around the 15-yard line-ish. Ball snapped, handed off again to Macy. And there was appeals for a hold for number 11. And it looks like those appeals were successful, and that a flag has been thrown. And it looks like it's going to be a hold on the Knights, and that will go back 10 yards. Let's just wait and see what the referee signals here. Yep, holding. Number 78. So that's a killer of penalties. That's a 10-yarder. You do repeat the down, so it's 1st and 20 for the Knights now. What a killer! They just had those back-to-back first downs, real good momentum, and then draw that holding penalty. And it was the left tackle, number 78, that made the that made the hold. So man in motion to the right, 3 receivers on the right side. Holmes takes off, looks downfield, fires the ball downfield, and it's in and out. It hit the chest and the hands of, I believe it's number 4, the defensive back there, who's cursing himself. But Knights drive stays alive, and it's 2nd and 20. I felt like Holmes there he had the opportunity to just take off, but you know, QBs want to throw the ball, right? They want, it's part of being a quarterback. But he's got the legs and the athleticism to gain yards on his feet. Ball snapped, fired out really too high and almost intercepted by the defensive back number 46 there for the Cheetahs, who spun around and put his arms out but wasn't able to pull the ball back in with them. Oh, Forest Jack Downs. Even though Russ can't spell it, I know what you meant, mate. So 3rd and 20 for the Knights. I mean, this is field goal territory for them with these ridiculously wide uprights. I feel like I could take a field goal from here. I'm on the 20-yard line, the other 20-yard line. Anyway, Holmes takes the snap. There's a definite hold there on number 44, ridiculous hold. That is crazy. They might decline it because they did get a sack. But I suppose you take it, drop it back another 10 yards, 3rd and 30. Yeah, just a ridiculous hold there on number 44. It was like clear as day. Declined. So they have declined it, and they bring up the 4th down. So they're bringing on special teams. I don't know if it's the punt team or is it the field goal team. Like I said, this is field goal range. This is from the 30. They're at the 30-yard line. Oh no, just a little bit further back than that now. They are going to go for it. They are going to go for a 3-pointer field goal. So number 10, ready to kick it. He was the man that did the great return. Boots it. Oh, God. Absolute put his leg through that. And it looks like it's just wide. It had the distance. How can you get wider these uprights? It's impossible. Anyway, unsuccessful field goal attempt, and it's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Cheetahs on their own 30-yard line. It's more frustration on the sideline there from the Cheetahs players, knocking stuff over, throwing stuff around. It's the same guy that threw his helmet last time, just for those interested. So 1st and 10, Victory back in at QB with his luminous yellowy green boots. Looks up to his left, fires it to his left, and just quite short, quite underthrown on that play. 2nd and 10. Some people asking how long to go. I'll let you know as soon as I hear a referee mention. We don't have visibility of the time, so we rely on referees. About 10. Cool. We're thinking it's about 10. That sounds about right. But as soon as we get one, we'll let you know. Usually it takes a time out for a ref to call out the how many minutes are left. QB looks to his left, fires it into the flat. Nice amount of space around the receiver, 15 once he caught it. And good for a 1st down. It didn't look like that was good for a 1st down. But fair enough. So 1st and 10, ball on the 43-yard line for the Cheetahs. Number 3 takes the ball on an end run. He's really poorly mistackled, and the turf monster gets him. He trips up. where the Knights failed, the turf was successful. You can just see him coming in here. And just a really, really poor form tackle, but loses his feet, still gets the first down. And it's 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, 42-yard line. Number 3 in the backfield still. QB fires it deep to the left. Caught! Intercepted, should I say, by number 10 from the Knights. And that's a turnover. There is a flag. Oh, we'll wait for that. I was going to do the replay, but let's wait and see what's going on with this flag here. Maybe a taunting call. There's a fan clapping and clapping over the top. It's weird. People get so like aggy watching the game. But I think it might be a penalty on the, like an after the dead ball penalty on the Knights. Yeah, it's a dead ball foul. He's ejected. So he's ejected for that. It's his second unsportsmanlike penalty. And he's now out of the game. Yeah, half distance, yeah. So it should be a 50-yard penalty because the ball's so close to the end zone. It's a half distance penalty. So ball will be inside the 10, probably around, I think around the 7-yard line. So yeah, ball is on the 7-yard line, the Knights 7-yard line. They got a 93 yards. It's a 100-yard field. Ball is, it looks like it's coughed up. They're gonna call him down by contact. There is a flag. Of course, there's a flag. There's been flags all game. There's a player down. We'll just pan away from that. I wonder what that flag's for. And the ref, when he threw the flag, was looking directly at the play, you know, where the ball came out, so to speak. So I wonder if it's something to do with the tackle, the way the player was tackled. I'm not sure. Oh, he's waved the flag off. Okay, no flag. Just waiting for the too many men. That was what the flag was for. Okay, cool. Yeah, 2 Knights ejected. Yeah, number 55 and number 10. 55 was ejected very early in the game. So they managed to pick up 4 yards on that play. 2nd and 6 when it resumes. So the Knights player just being helped off. He's limping off, but I don't think we'll see him again. We'll see. Doesn't look like a major one, but he has got a limp on him. 5.5 minutes left in the game. Second down and 6. Ball on the 11-yard line. Macy takes the ball, busts through, but is stopped maybe for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 5. Holmes takes the ball, hands it off to Macy. He's immediately caught up in the backfield by big number 90 from the Cheetahs. That D-line's been great today. I think they're giving it his forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 4. Macy will stay on to punt the ball. Again, punting into the wind. The wind's picked up a little bit. It's not as bad as it was earlier, but it's still picked up. Hey, Josh has just given us a score from the under-19s. Cheers, Josh. Rushmoor 36, Swindon 20. Good punt by Macy, much better. There's people in the way, they're not supposed to be. We can't see it. Ball was dove on by number 18 from the Knights. They recover it at the 32, their own 32-yard line. So they're saying there's a new QB. There's not. It's Victory. Move the camera over here. Ball snap, handed off to number 3. He's run off to the left-hand side, and he's got into trouble, picked up by number 54 from the Knights. And there's a tackle for a loss, 2nd down and 14. Good defensive play from the Knights there. The Knights' defense has been very, very good today. Like I said, particularly when they've had short field situations. Ball snap, QB looks over to his right, fires it into number 15, and he's beautifully lined up by number 54 for the tackle there. Yeah, move over a bit more. This is a 5-metre line, so you've got plenty of space, yeah. Yeah. So, man comes in motion into the backfield. Victory takes the ball, looks to his left, fires it across the middle, and it's just overthrown. 15, the intended receiver there. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down. 4th and 11, and I mean this is absolutely field goal territory for their kicker, but they've got to really go for it. They've got to they need the touchdown. They need the points.
Doesn't mean line up too deep. Orange.
Ball snap, QB looks to his left, fires the ball out. And intended receiver, number 2, doesn't get it. Turnover on downs again. And we're just trying to get the time, but great. Right, 4 and out really for the defense here. You can't call it a 3 and out because there was no punt. There's a timeout, timeout for the rest. That means it's a 2-minute warning. 3 timeouts for the Knights, and I believe 2 for 3 for the Cheetahs. I thought there was a timeout taken earlier in the half, but I am mistaken. Knights ball, 1st and 10. Home still in at QB. And the ball is on the 29-yard line of the Knights. Ball snap, hand off the. Whoa, what a play there! Number 59, just blitzing in and taking the running back out in the backfield. Let's watch that again. See, they're just bursting through the middle, textbook tackle, wrap, and spin to bring down the running back. That is a, what, 3-yard loss? 4-yard loss? It's a 3-yard loss, so second and 13. One minute and 17 seconds left in the game. Rushmoor with the ball. You'd expect Rushmoor to close this game out for a win. They've got the ball, second down, 13, a minute 17 left. You know, should be running the ball now, chewing time up. Don't risk, don't risk putting it in the air, even though they're 2 scores up. You know, don't let the Cheetahs back into it. But let's see what they do. So someone just asked for how much time. 1 minute 17. We just heard from the refs. Ball fired out to the left, just overthrown. And Salou, the running back, comes out, number 30. Still 3rd and 13. .44 ball carrier, really nice run through the middle. He's still on his feet. He's got the backing of his O-line. You love seeing this stuff. A big scrum. They didn't let it play out, which is fair enough. But we'll wait and see. But it looks like it's, a good sort of 8-yard gain. Yeah. About 4th and 6, yeah. So 7-yard gain. And a timeout has been called. We'll just get the time because of calling the timeout. 1 minute 6 seconds left. So punt team are out. The game isn't won yet, and we've seen the Cheetahs recover side already, so if they can return this for a touchdown, there's still a chance that they can win this game. But Harvey with a lovely big punt. Again, the wind takes it, but I think it's roughly around midfield that's going to be positioned. Move the camera back. It's got to go. It's got to come back. So yeah, Cheetahs get the ball. I mean, it looks like it's just, I'm trying to count it. It looks like it's pretty much on the 50. Yeah, bang on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for them. Victory in at QB. Fires the ball over to his left. 40-90, intended receiver was open. Scarily open, but just doesn't manage to bring the ball in. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Ball snap, QB looks to his right. Ball's in the air for a long time, 54 for the Knights. In and out of his hands. He's going to see that in his nightmares tonight. Let's re-watch that. But that's, you know, that's why they play defense. They can't catch the ball. But you can just see here, number 54 cuts, reads the ball so well, and just isn't able to bring it in. But fair play. I mean, if he'd have taken that ball, then that's game over. You know, the Knights are probably. You'd expect the Knights to just run the ball out, run the clock out. But here we are, 3rd and 10. Snap, QB's under pressure but manages to fire the ball to number 15. Definitely picks up a first down. Great play. And that ball is on the 35-yard line. So it's on the Knights' 35-yard line. Big play. Timeout's called. We'll just get a time check now. Jimbo, 25 seconds. 25 seconds left in the game. First and 10, ball on the 35. 11-point game. Ball snap, QB looks up, fires to his left, and there's just no one there. Oh, it's playing with fire a little bit there, number 87 for the Knights. He put his shoulder into the receivers, getting told off by the ref here. The reason a flag isn't thrown is because it was an uncatchable ball. But so he's, yeah, and, I can just hear the coach saying the same thing as me. Yeah. So, 2nd and 10. Oh, it's 97, is he? Or 87, I can't tell. The ball snap, QB looks to his right, throws the ball up, the ball's in the air, Malachi tips it. What a catch by Ahmed, number 2. The ball was tipped and then caught by the receiver. We might not be able to get the time for the... Oh, no, they're not going no huddle, but watch this. It's tipped into the arms of the receiver. 1 second. 1 second left in the game. So the Knights win it. But this play sort of determines how much by. God, what a play that was. It's got to be a... it's got... I was going to speak, it's got to be close to a delay of game here. I know, the time's on, sorry. A lot of support here for the defence. Ball snapped! QB looks to his left, looks to his right, fires it in, there's just no one there. And we'll just wait and we should see that is, the ball will be returned to the white cap ref and that should be full time. Oh no, there's 5 seconds. So that 1 second is now increased to 5, which is interesting. It's all right. I had really bad information from my source. Anyway, so there will be more plays. Or, well, maybe 2. Certainly 1. So 2 receivers either side for the QB. 1 running back in the backfield. Takes the snap, looks to his left, fires to his left, fires it deep, and is caught for a touchdown. And the time expired on that play, so there won't be a point after. But and the game ends 14-9. Knights win. So very last play is a touchdown for the Cheetahs, but not enough for them to win the game. The Knights get their first win in the Premier South since I don't know, ages ago when they got relegated out of it. The first win back in the Prem is good for them. They've had two tough first games against the two best teams in the country, and good to see them getting a winner against what you could argue are relegation contenders. You know, people they're playing that they're going to be fighting relegation with. So yeah, good stuff. And right, that's the end for us. Is there anything else to say? No, there's no comments or anything. Right, well, thanks very much, guys, for tuning in, and we'll be back next week with more football.